if you take your dog to the park and you want to create content of you and your dog at the park, be it posed photos or walking photos or some type of video-based content, there is a trick that can completely change the game for you. Because we want to make sure we have steady, even footage and really quality photos that we're taking on our phone, you can get a little device that's going to help you. And this is just a couple of dollars. It's not anything too expensive. It is a pocket tripod. This has changed the game for me and for all of my students. I love talking about this. So this is something that just folds up very nicely. You can see it is the size of my hand. You can fit it into pockets, not girl pockets, unfortunately, but guy pockets you can fit it into. And you can just carry this around with you inside of your backpack or in your pocket, or if you have like a little belt bag or something that you can take with you. This is really, really good because it's just teeny tiny. Now there are two versions of this I recommend. This is the metal version. The metal version is a little bit heavier, but it is something where if you like accidentally step on it or kick it or something happens, you're not going to do any damage to it. I literally stepped on this once because someone distracted me as I was walking forward and I knocked it over and I did no damage, 0 damage to this. But there's also a plastic version of this that I will link down below for you too. It's a little bit lighter weight. This is just a tiny bit steadier because it does have the weight to it, but the other one does expand a little bit so you can do different angles. But both of the ones that I'm giving you do go straight up and down with your phone. So you have the ability to put it in and have it go straight up and down without it falling out. Most of these are not created equal. They are not created the same. And so you will get them at a weird angle. So it'll always be kind of tilted upward just a little bit, which will emphasize maybe some things that you don't particularly love. So the two that I'm recommending to you are the two that I recommend. I don't recommend the other brands. If there's another one that I find that works well, I'll add that to the list. But there are two types that allow that straight up and down footage without the weird angles. And those are the only two I recommend right now. And so you just have to carry this with you. And when you see a good scenic spot where you have pretty clouds or pretty backgrounds, or you just need to do your Instagram reels or your TikToks where you're walking by things, you can take this, fold it out, and you just set it on the ground. Put your phone right in it, set it on the ground and shoot. You can put it on a bench and shoot. If there's like a railing or something on like a bridge, you can put it on that and shoot at different angles. And then again, you can tilt it at different angles to do different types of things. There's a lot you can do with this because of the way that it bends, because of the way that it moves, because of the way that it supports itself so that you can function. And so all you have to do is carry a little tripod with you. I always carry one of these with me. I always at all times have one of these so that I can create content no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing. But I also carry some of those collapsible tripods as well. So the ones that are kind of like can be used as selfie sticks, but have the tripod feet at the end so you can do things taller. There's a lot of options for this. But that does take up more space. You might take up a lot of space in your backpack. You might have to carry it if you don't have something like a backpack. And I don't particularly love to do that all the time. And so something teeny tiny like this is a game changer. This allows me to create content no matter where I am, video, photos, whatever, in the moment, without having to prop it up against a backpack, without having to put it on the dirty ground, without having to do the stuff that other people have to do. This one really does change things because you can angle it at different spaces to get those cute post photos. I have legitimately put my phone in this tripod, sat on the ground with my dog, and got one of my favorite pictures of me and my dog ever from using this little tripod because I had it with me while I was at my park walk. So if you're going to be documenting just for yourself or for social media or for friends and family, whatever it happens to be, have a small hand tripod, and it's actually technically a phone mount, with you at all times. And then no matter where you are and what you're doing, you can set it on the hood of your car. You can set it on the ground. You can set it on a bench. You could set it on a shelf. You could do all the things you need to get really cool photos. And bonus points, if you are doing things at ground level, you're going to get epic skies. You're going to get really cool scenery, but you're also going to get foreground elements. So you're going to see like really cool bits of grass and like all sorts of stuff. There's so much. And we talk about it here on the channel. There's a full playlist on documenting your dog through photos and videos and how you can do it with whatever you have access to, your phone, a camera. I'm a professional photographer teaching you how to do this without fancy equipment or training. So check out the full playlist and drop your questions down below. There's also a great playlist on how to navigate the world of going to the park with your dog to make sure everybody's safe, happy, healthy, and the tools and resources you need to level up those walks. So follow along for more daily videos dropping here on the channel as we help you to level up for your pup to give them the best life possible. See you then.